Welcome back, bro. How's your career doing? You're probably thinking if architecture or engineering is a good course for you to take. And as a lot of content just like this are being posted online and on the social media realm, you might be having an information overload. Basically, you might be getting confused. And so me and my high school friends, which are now licensed in their own professions, we had a short podcast, a 2-hour podcast, discussing different topics that might help you in choosing what course you want to take. On the previous video, we have talked about why we had our own reasons or why we chose our own course. On this video, we are going to be talking about our least favorite and our favorite subjects in our course. So at least you will have an idea kung ano nga ba yung pinaka-hate is probably hindi naman siya average, but some of the things that we hated about our course and some of the things that we really loved about this course. What's really funny because in architecture, our common reasons or our common subjects is it's either history of architecture or concept design subjects or architecture design subjects. But our least favorite subjects is most likely inclined to mathematics or more on the structural design. But don't leave the video yet if you're not into mathematics as well. Just make sure to just have this as a reference and don't put this as a universal guide for everything because of course we are all different. We have our own preferences. Some architects are really into mathematics and some architects are just purely into design. One more thing that I think is important is we have discussed also on this topic is whether you should be good in drawing for you to be able to be an architect or to be in an architecture school, or should you be good in mathematics for you to be in an engineering course. So check this short clip. Disclaimer, we are talking in Taglish, meaning the Tagalog and English language.
So, ngayon switch na tayo sa student stage. Unang question is, what is your favorite subject or least favorite subject?
Kaya ako na lang muna.
Good.
Again, to relate lang. Kaya, a factor din why I took civil engineering is cause favorite ko yung math. And then, syempre, engineering, sobrang daming math yun yan. So, ayun. Kaya, yun yung kinuha ko. Tapos, least favorite subject naman, I guess, ano yun? Ano yung AP?
Araling Panlipunan.
Oh,
Yeah.
History and ano.
Sa ano?
Yeah, history.
Sa college?
History.
May AP? Hindi.
College ba?
Student stage.
College ba?
Sa college. Ano college?
Actually, part ng college, history pa din.
May ano pa rin pala.
Hmm.
Ano yung
Yung mga
specific subject lang para
mga floating subject na yun, yung literature or yung history. Basta yung maraming readings kasi ayun nga, I think mas inclined talaga ako to solve numbers rather than, read long pages of ano. So, ayun.
Ikaw, Phil?
Even as a civil engineer, actually hindi ako mahilig sa math or sa math subject.
Tulino mo kayong dalawa na
Wow.
I mean,
Wow.
if papapiliin mo ako, kung magbabasa ako ng readings or mag-solve, mas pipiliin kong magbasa at magsulat kaysa sa...
Maganda handwriting niya.
Yun. So, siguro if papapiliin mo ko ng favorite, actually wala, kasi ayoko mag-aral.
Ako, completely kabaliktaran. Yung favorite ko is history of architecture. Ang least favorite ko siguro is math.
Alam ko magaling ka rin sa mata
Hindi masyado, Gerard.
Nangungop eh.
Na-discard lang siguro nila.
Diskarte lang.
Ako naman, yun, same lang rin sa sinabi ni Jake. Kung si Jake mahilig siya sa math, ako, it's my least favorite subjects na to the point nga na joke ko nga sa mga dati kong blockmates. Kasi ako, I'm a delayed college student rin. Parang ginagawa ko na lang siyang joke na sinasabi ko sa kanila na, ano ka ba, alam ko na yan eh. Pangatlong take ko na kasi ito eh. Nag-joke ako ng ganyan. Pero it's my least favorite subject. I mean, kaya nga 3 take siya eh. Kasi I really don't like math. Like, confusing siya for me. Pero syempre I had to push myself para matapos yung course. Syempre, yun lang, like what Jake said, if you're willing to learn, you're willing to become a better version of yourself. Tapos siguro yung favorite subject ko would be design. The reason for that is because doon ko na-develop yung skills ko in terms of thinking of a concept from schematic design until planning phase. Parang doon ko na-develop slowly. There were times that I had to repeat the same design subject. Pero it's not because I repeated the same subject doesn't mean I'm not good at it. Hindi ganun yung mindset ko. Parang lahat ng mistakes na nangyayari, lahat ng bagsak na nangyayari sa college life ko, ginawa ko siyang learning. So because of that, I wasn't regretting any of it na bumagsak ako. Because of that, I was able to develop it slowly. Kasi lahat naman tayo may sariling pacing in life. So because of that, na-develop lang siya until right now, I'm working. Ngayon, bibigay ko pa rin yung effort ko sa work and sa office mates ko para makita nila yung potential that I can give to the office or to the company. Ngayon, yun lang yung take ko.
Yung nagulat ako, favorite po to history. Hatest ko yun.
Favorite
as in nung college kasi, siguro kahit ever since high school, hindi talaga ako mahilig magbasa. For example, mga textbooks, hindi talaga ako mahilig sa mga ganun. Parang I prefer, alam mo parang watching something na, for example, kung mamili ako with textbook or informative na video, I'd rather go with the informative video kasi ewan ko kung parang ma-visual lang talaga ako. And yung sa history, usually pagka nakikita ko sobrang daming info or details, for example yung mga history dates, yung mga pangalan ng mga buildings, nalulula na agad ako na parang tinatamad ako. Parang iniisip ko na agad, siguro niya nasabi ni Jake, lagi akong may limiting belief nga dati na pagka nakita ko na parang sobrang daming text or kailangan i-memorize, nag-give up na agad ako kasi sabi ko parang hindi ako capable of memorizing those things, ganyan. So naging hate ko lang siya because of that belief. Pero yung favorite ko, actually parang nagkaroon ako ng love and hate relationship sa subject na to, which is yung AD rin, yung architectural design. So bali for those na magbabalak mag-archi, meron kaming subject na parang more on conceptual or just really designing and applying yung mga diba, yung mga parang pinaka concept. Actually parang kung isipin mo parang siya, parang subjective talaga siya sobra. Subjective ba? Tama yung term ko in terms of like design.
Actually, yun na talaga dapat yung goal. Dapat subjective siya. Ang nangyayari kasi nagkakaroon ng standard ang isang prof sa kapag archi na when you design something, kapag ayaw nila, you have to change. Yun lang yung medyo pangit na trick
Ang nangyayari is, dapat hindi ka na tuloy nagde-design for like how creative you should be, pero dapat nakakuha mo yung kung anong gusto ng prof mo. Which is, sad kasi minsan for them, sobrang sobrang ma-design. Alam mo parang nangyayari is, hindi ko nakukuha yung
yung nalilimit, Gerard, yung parang
hindi ko nalalabas lahat ng creativity, pero nalilimit ka kung ano yung gusto niya. Pero feel ko rin naman kasi tulong na lang din siguro yung experience nila with majority na na-accept into, for example, bidding na design, kunyari yung sobrang mahal, sobrang hindi mahal. Kaya
siguro practicality, Gerard. No.
Conceptual na hindi matatanggap into real life, ganun. Pero yun, ayun yung naging favorite ko actually kasi nagagawa kong yung ma-burst out yung creativity ko, AD, architectural design.
Ako, feeling ko, add ko lang yun sa akin ha. Feeling ko kaya ako gusto ng history kasi gusto ko siya makita sa future, parang ganun. Yung mga inaaral mo ng history. Naka-curious ako, parang if goal mo talaga mag-travel, napag-aralan ko to, parang alam ko yung history nito. I can share it with others. Tsaka, parang kapag yung mga terms na parang sobrang unique niya, yung parang mga ganun. Parang nagsastuck siya sa no reason. Nasasabi ko naman, Gerard, mo.
Isisingit ko lang yung sinabi kong hate ko ng subject is nung nung college. Pero ngayon na nag-aaral na kami kasi actually nag-aaral na kami ni Dubin for boards. Ngayon, ngayon ko lang na-appreciate yung history. Sinabi ko kay Dubson yung parang ngayon lang yung passion ko into trying to memorize or trying to understand yung background ng isang building. So, yun nga, parang nagbabago pa yung mga bagay-bagay just in case.
Oo, mas nagugustuhan mo.
Nagde-develop ka.
Feeling ko nakaka-affect yung environment mo nung college Like, yung tingin mo sa subject, di ba? Parang nung college, sobrang hectic nung plate na magdodrawing ka, tapos aaralin mo pa yung history of architecture na sobrang daming laman sa isang book. Di mo na siya magagawa more on parang i-memorize mo na lang siya.
Actually.
Then, mag-focus ka dun sa design plate mo kasi yun yung mas kailangan gawin. Parang ganun.
Yes.
Gusto ko lang din singit na mag-iiba din yung tingin mo dun sa subject. Pag hindi mo nakita yung importance in real life. Kunyari yung sa amin, nung theoretical structural subjects namin, hindi namin ma-appreciate. Kasi pag kinonsolve mo, okay, may value ka, anong gagawin nun? Ngayon na nag-work kami, parang na-appreciate. Well, at least ako, na-appreciate ako, parang, ganun pala yun. Kaya pala tumatayo yung ganito kasi ganyan. Kasi ganyan yung value. So, yeah, things can change.
Yes.
One more thing that I think is important is we have discussed also on this topic is whether you should be good in drawing for you to be able to be an architect or to be in an architecture school, or should you be good in mathematics for you to be in an engineering course. So check this short clip.
Wait lang, pero may question ako sa two engineers natin.
Same.
Kasi laging may parang connotation na pag archi dapat magaling mag-drawing, di ba? Tapos pag engineer, dapat magaling ka sa math. Tama ba yun?
Okay, so I can't speak about architectures, pero sa civil engineering side, not necessarily magaling. Pero kaya. Kasi kahit nasa field ka or kahit anong field ng civil engineering, mapa-design yan, site or management, kailangan mo pa rin ng math. Pero not necessarily kailangan kaya mo yung, kunyari, magaling ka sa calculus, ganun. Hindi mo kailangan ng ganun. Mas kailangan mo actually yung parang logical thinking and diskarte. Lalo na yung diskarte.
Ako, my take on it, parang with anything you do, if for example, hindi mo kailangan maging magaling sa isang bagay. You just have to be willing to learn. Ganon. So, for example, i-relate ko lang sa nangyari kanina. So, kasi may job, start pa lang ako, parang may pinabasa sa aking presidential decree na tangina, alam mo ba? 8 pages siya. So parang sinabi ko sa sarili ko na parang hindi titiisin ko to, parang syempre I wanna be great, parang gusto ko mag-excel sa work ko so willing ako tiisin na magbasa ng 8 pages full text ng readings to be able to become a better version of myself. So, in school, if for example, ako ang pinaka-hate ko talaga is, hindi ko kaya yan, wala akong pag-asa dyan ngayon. Kasi parang nililimit mo na agad yung sarili mo Whereas kung hindi mo kaya, pero iisip mo na kaya naman matutunan, hindi mas madali buhay mo.
So parang hindi dapat nagkakaroon ng parang connotation na dapat pag ganito ka, ka sa ganito.
Huwag may label sa sarili mo.
Okay.
And so, I hope that you have grasped something on that short video that we have discussed 7 or 6 months ago. That's just something that we individually had in our minds, our own experiences, and you might too. You can follow the things that we have discussed, or you can just use it as a reference. So, focus on what matters, and let's see you at the next one. Peace.